Hi everyone! Today I want to talk about this very weird game that will be shutting down the day you're watching this video. And that's crazy, it just got released. 2 weeks ago it released, now it's shutting down. So this game, it is titled Concord. And basically, it released 2 weeks ago and it was so mid, so undermarketed, the characters are so bland, that this game basically got nowhere. It's a PlayStation game, a Sony game, yet it has like no players because it's such a mid, bland, boring game. Since this game is basically done with, basically over, basically cooked, what I want to do here is I want to savor this masterfully mediocre game. And what I want to do today is I want to rate my top 5 characters from the game Concord. And I can't really play the game Concord because they basically removed it from all storefronts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look into the trailers, going to look into whatever material I can find, and maybe see which of these characters are actually alright, actually not just mid, maybe good. But yeah, get your rip-off Guardians of the Galaxy, Concord, popcorn ready, and I hope you enjoy this video. This first character is named, I think, like KYPS or Kypes. I don't know how you would say it. It's such a goofy name of a character. For this character, it is kind of cool that they have a silenced burst pistol. You don't really see burst pistols that often in first-person shooters, so that's kind of unique. The rest of the design and abilities are basically just Cypher from Valorant. The abilities are mostly stealth and surveillance. This character is more feminine, so it wears a different type of suit, which is kind of cool, but it really is just kind of basic and is Cypher, so that's why it's in 5th. And yeah, this is kind of a silly character, especially that goofy name. This next character is named ItZ, and I actually like a lot of this character. The name's a bit goofy still, but it's better than the last one. First of all, the weapon and abilities are pretty good. I like the teleporting. I mean, it's nothing too extraordinary, but it is cool. But the character design for this one, I like the character design. It has elf ears, it has this skin tone of maybe an awoken Destiny 2 character. I like it. The only thing is this character has a tail and hooves, and I think that's like too much, especially the hooves. The hooves are like too much. It has hooves like a horse or something. It's just too much. I mean, keep the elf ears, keep the skin, maybe even keep the tail, but the hooves is crazy. But I do like this character design a bit more than some of the other characters. I like the emo skin they have for this character. The voice acting for this character kind of sucks. But yeah, that's about it for this character. The next character we have is Vale. This character actually has a name. Can you believe that? Can you believe that, guys? This character has a decent name. It has some decent voice acting, and the character design is actually kind of fitting for what this character is, which is a tactical sniper. You want those muted tones for camouflage and stuff, so this kind of works. This character kind of works. The issue is, this is basically Anna from Overwatch. It's not exactly, it has some different abilities, but it's basically Anna from Overwatch. But the main thing is they actually designed a decent character here. It's obviously taking a bit of inspiration, or heavy inspiration, from Overwatch, but they actually did. They had a decent character like Vale in here. This next character is named Hamar. So this character has fire abilities, which is not the most unique, but it's alright, it's decent. The design I like, but it could be better. It could be more orange, more red to show the flaminess and the fire of this character. The voice acting for this character is pretty good. It's rare for characters like this, characters like Valkyrie from Apex Legends, or Jet from Valorant to really flop. It feels like for some of these more normal female leads, they usually don't mess up on them, and it's usually a good character. Like, this is a good character, so that's why it's in the trailers and everything, because it's a pretty decent character, pretty good character on the higher end of Concord. And with the character design for Hamar, it's just pretty decent, pretty good. And this character really shows off the hair physics in this game and how the hair looks in this game, because the hair looks amazing in this game. And I think that's where they spent most of their budget on, is the hair physics and the hair graphics. Haymar's name works fine enough. I do like Vale's name more, though. Yeah, that's about it with Haymar. Before I get into the best character in Concord, my favorite, I'll show you two ones that might be close to getting on the list but really missed the mark for me. And what you're seeing right now is a character named One-Off. One-Off is this like robot character with this really cool pressurizing beam weapon and like some other cool stuff. The thing with One-Off is the voice acting is so weird because they made the voice of a robot just a random person. They didn't do any vocal effects or anything to make it seem more robotic. It makes me think maybe inside there's just a person living inside of One-Off's shell. Some dude trapped in the cage that is One-Off. Like some sort of Springtrap situation here. A lot of people say this is their favorite Concord character, and I could see why, but that voice is so weird. I just think robots should sound like robots and not some like human thing. Yeah, that is One-Off for me. Now time to move on to Lennox. You know, Lennox seems pretty good at first. You know, he has a cool, decent design. He's a gunslinger and he's like supposed to be funny, and he has probably like a personality or something like that. You know, you'd think he'd be like kind of like Mirage in Apex. But what happened with this character is that in the trailer, he has some jokes and he's like, I guess kind of funny, I don't know, but in game, they stripped basically all the personality of them. Like all the voice lines in game are so lifeless. It's so weird. Like in the trailer, Lennox had more personality, but in game he has zero basically. Like none. The voice lines have no personality, and that's something that just holds the character back so much. If it did have personality in game, I might have ranked it first. But yeah, since there's that inconsistency, like it just completely goes off the list. Finally, to the best character in Concord, and that is Jabali. The voice acting of this character is really good. It is Overwatch levels, maybe even Apex levels. It is some good quality voice acting. The abilities of this character are pretty okay. My favorite thing is the weapon though, because it's like a mix between something old, like some wartime weapon, and something new with these tracking bullets and stuff, and it just looks like a weapon that is fun to use. If I was able to experience Concord, I think this would definitely be my main, this character, Jabali. It just looks like a nice fun time to use that amazing weapon. Hear those voice lines that are full of life. I have one last thing with Jabali. I saved the best thing about him for last, but his style and drip is unmatched. He has the Morpheus glasses from The Matrix, like literally. And then he has this really cool jacket and this hat. It's just really cool. Bringing Morpheus straight into a hero shooter. Like they literally brought a dripped out Morpheus into a hero shooter. That's a really cool thing. And this is why he's #1 best character in Concord. Just to wrap up, Jabali has good drip, a great weapon, decent abilities, and really good voice acting. Well, there is my top 5 favorite Concord characters. When big events happen like this, big historic events like Concord releasing and no one playing it, it's really important to enjoy the here and now and save that. I can come back in a couple of years and be like, oh, 2024, that was the time when Concord came out. Like, this is a one-in-a-time game. I don't know if there's ever in the history or future of gaming another game that fails this hard, this catastrophically. So it's important to enjoy this Concord game as it lasts, and it won't be lasting when you see this. So yeah, but comment down below if you want me to do a part 2 of this, where I do the inverse, where I talk about the worst characters in Concord. And if you want that, then I can make that. And yeah, my last main words for this video are, if you have a company, if you have anything, do not name it Concord. The Concord plane failed, and now this Concord game failed. I just think at this point the Concord name is just cursed now. But yeah, like if you like, dislike if you dislike, subscribe if you want, and bye.